Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, it is that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm your sometimes humble host, Eric, joined by my beautiful co-hosts, Andrew Teedy and Quiet Michael Labune, and we've got some very, very funny memes. But first, a patented, trademarked aspect of Facebook for the Blind, the depressing news.
It's ours. We did it first.
Yep.
Dark shit.
Except no substitutes. So Title 42 expired, and they were bracing for an onslaught at the border, but the top headlines I'm reading are that border crossings dropped significantly after the end of Title 42. Fewer migrants arrived at the border than expected. Title 42 is gone, but what happens? Even though that's not what I'm hearing in all the media, so there seems to be some mixed messages on this one. Not quite sure what's going on there. Daniel Penny, the man that choked the subway rider Jordan Neely, is facing a manslaughter charge. So that's happening. That's kind of nice. Biden is apparently still deluded about what he can get done with Republicans. Look at that smile. This guy really believes it. He's like, no, man, they said we're going to work out a deal. So anyway, McCarthy's like, nope, we're still pretty far apart. But Joe's like, no, we can hammer out a deal to raise the debt ceiling. We won't shoot ourselves in the foot, economically speaking, for no reason at all. Meanwhile, Treasury Secretary Yellen reaffirms the U.S. could run out of money to pay our bills by early June. That is in 2 weeks, and there's no reason for it.
Listen, it's okay. It's okay, America. I've been here before. All right. Speaking as a qualified poor person, just let me tell you, those are June's problems.
I'm just worried Uncle Sam's going to come outside and see China taking its car back.
That would be super fucking bad, actually. Yeah.
This whole week has been really fun watching CNN leadership under fire after the disastrous Trump town hall where they just let, clown hall. They just filled a hall with clowns and they let the loudest clown yak away. And I don't know why they haven't learned their mistake by now. Hey, here's something that you might have missed. That's some fantastic news. Did you know that gross power production in Germany is being dominated by renewables, clean, renewable energy, which back in the 90s, the Germans decided they were going to turn off all their nuclear power plants. They'd had it with doing away with nuclear waste. And people said, oh, no, you're going to end up using more coal and you're going to end up using more lignite. And they're like, nope, we can just increase renewables like solar and wind and turn off the nuclear. And all those naysayers were wrong.
Something really important happened here, though.
What do you mean?
Two things happened in Germany that made this possible.
Oh.
One is that they found a way to make solar way fucking cheaper. And the reason that solar is cheaper around the world is because of Germany. So they threw their money behind this project, and their scientists found a way to make solar cheaper. Before, it was not even in the realm of not even close to worth it as a citizen. The second thing that they did was the government subsidized this. So they were able to get people on board by paying them actual money.
Yeah.
And in doing so, you end up with this really fucking remarkable achievement.
And I would like to point out something else, and I'll see if I can demonstrate this. This is the growth of the German. Let me see if I can get that back up there again. This is the growth of the German economy here. And notice that's pretty good climb there. Same time period, the 90s through today. And we're looking at a 45-degree angle. More or less, right? Now look at that power generation again. Okay, that's practically flat. When you have upward growth of your economy, but you have flat energy growth, you know what we call that? Efficiency. Efficiency. And if there's one thing that the Germans are famous for, is engineering efficiency into the project. That means that their infrastructure is sustainable. Anyway, they're doing it right. All the naysayers said it couldn't be done. They have less nuclear, and they have way more renewables, and they have less coal and lignite. They're doing it. They're doing it all, and it's fantastic. So there's a little bit of good news there. And now on to the idiots.
I just want to point out there's one more thing the Germans are famous for.
Shiza movies.
I just when you're like efficiency, and if there's one thing the Germans are famous for, it's the Holocaust. If there's two things they're famous for, it's the Holocaust. But then they're also really efficient too. Okay.
Oh God. I thought you were going to tie it into the efficiency of Shiza porn, and you went a different direction.
No, I was thinking the same thing Labuda was thinking, man.
Wow. I hate you both. Moving on. We're going to get into the idiots of the week, and there are multitudes. In Iowa, Truth Out over on Instagram reports that Republicans have passed a bill allowing 14-year-olds to work in meatpacking plants, raising concerns about child labor exploitation and potential hazards. Oh, is that a concern? Clearly that's exactly what's going to happen. These are Republicans. Anyway, insanity. Speaking of dumb Republicans, Josh Hawley, unfriend of the show, Legion of Doom member for the show, Josh Hawley, is being absolutely skewered on his new book, Manhood, the Masculine Virtues of Manly Manhood in America. Something like that. And I love the Guardian's take. Josh Hawley, moralizer, neo-Confederate, and Tucker Carlson of the U.S. Senate. Writes a book. Anyway, everybody just tore into him. Josh Hawley won't let go of his manhood. I mean, I think we all just thought the same thing. Methinks the boy doth protest too much. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you think this is because he was so embarrassed of the video of him running away on January 6th?
I just think he's one of those guys that tries to look like a tough guy.
Yeah.
He's so desperate to be a tough guy, and he's so not.
He's so clearly never been punched.
Oh. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be neat if you could see him get punched and then he afterwards he's like, I realized I was wrong.
Right.
I see clearly. Hey, speaking of really terrible people, this guy, I'm not even gonna the Allen we're talking about the Proud Boys this week, pleading guilty to seditious conspiracy. And this punk here that I have on the screen that I'm not going to name because screw this guy, he's a violent fascist. He is being offered 4 to 5 year sentence and the Federal Witness Protection Program. He's got a patch on that says RWDS, and recently the Allen, Texas mass shooter was wearing the same patch. So terrible people.
Damn.
This one at least going to jail for a little time and then going into witness protection. And I got to tell you, I saw some of the dumbest comments I've ever seen in my life on this. People were like, he's an FBI plant. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you think the FBI sends their plants to prison for 5 years? Who would do it?
Right.
That's not how this stuff works. Watch some television. Anyway, a judge in Virginia struck down a federal limit on the age of handgun buyers. People were trying to push 21-year-old handgun. Pretty good idea. I don't see a problem with it. We got 21. You got to be 21 to buy tobacco in Illinois now. I don't know. I just found that out.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about 3 years ago.
Yeah, and the thing is, too,
Wow.
I heard this from people that were under 21, and they were like, I'm good with it. I'm like, I love this. Yeah, I'm good with it. Anyway, absolutely crazy. Hey, speaking of which, I bought cigarettes in Chicago at the Chicago House of Smokes. And you guys want to guess? You want to play Price is Right with what Chicago?
12. No, I'm going to guess $14.
I'm gonna guess $14.50.
18 and change, baby.
Oh, no way, dude.
Hyperlocal news, Alice Cooper was in town and he was spotted at the TJ Maxx.
Was he?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Reporting from crack journalists over there at WCIA Channel 3 reported that he bought some random stuff, which is like, well, you said he was at a TJ Maxx. So, Clearly, he bought random stuff. That's what you go there for. Anyway, nobody else recognized him, but he still had some of the eye makeup on, the witness said.
The witness.
The alleged Alice Cooper. Allegedly. We already covered that. Daniel Penny's going to be there. Hey, this guy's killing me. Senator Bob Menendez, a Democrat from New Jersey, because I want to be an equal opportunity, chastiser. He's under investigation again. They dropped the investigation, but now they're getting back into the investigation, and I'm loving it. I think everyone in Washington, D.C. should be impeached day one. All of them. All 600 people in positions of power.
Impeach Biden.
Every day, all day. That's what I'm for. That's my politics. Another Republican violated the Stock Act, $5 million. Representative Dan Bishop, Republican of North Carolina, he said, I accidentally left it in the draft folder in my email. I'm like, dude, that's like the dog ate your homework. You piece of crap. How do you forget to file reporting on $5 million? You're a lawmaker. Anyway. Also, here's one that I missed, but apparently in Nebraska, the 6-week abortion ban failed to advance in the legislature by one vote.
Ooh.
One vote. And as I understand it, bipartisan. Hey, the Supreme Court is looking at stripping the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which was created in the 2010 Dodd-Frank Act. They're looking at basically stripping it of all of its authority. Because it is funded with a little piece of earnings from the Federal Reserve, which makes sense. You take a little bit of the profits that the Federal Reserve makes from banking and you put it into regulating banking. And some jerks have decided that maybe that's unconstitutional. So they're going to tie it all up and we won't have a consumer protection.
It's unconstitutional to regulate the market in any way.
Unconstitutional. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And the Judge Corey Wilson, old Corey here, Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, called the funding mechanism a scheme that is unique across the myriad independent executive agencies across the federal government. And I'm like, you ever pay gas tax? Gas tax goes to the Department of Transportation. It's kind of a thing, kind of part of it. Shut up. This guy's an idiot. I hate these judges. I'm so angry. Judge ordered Trump to attend a lecture on how not to violate evidence disclosure rules. Which I'm just picturing him sitting on a stool in a corner with a dunce hat on. He's like, you're gonna have to come back and take it again. I thought it was pass fail. It is. Hey, here's some interesting news. DeSantis has been such a dork that Steve Schwartzman is holding off giving money to him after he met him.
God damn. That's a terrible interview.
I don't think I'm gonna give him money, is what he was saying. And the idiot of the week, oh my God, Senator Tommy Tuberville's white nationalism comments skewered by his predecessor, who prosecuted KKK members instead of embracing them. Former Alabama Senator Doug Jones said, this is a man who did not even know what the Voting Rights Act was. So I had to look up Tommy Tuberville, because even though I could tell he looked really snide, I wasn't quite sure who he was. I would like you to notice what his Google Analytics are doing, what his search engine optimization is doing. In every single result, he is billed as Coach Tommy Tuberville, U.S. Senator.
He's a fucking jock.
Coach. Everywhere you can see it. That is email a coach, about coach, and then committee assignments for the Senate. Like his former coaching of football at Auburn University is more important than being a senator. Anyway, so
he's from the South. That actually tracks.
He is from the South, but absolutely insane. Reporter said, you mentioned the Biden administration trying to prevent white nationalists from being in the military. Do you believe they should allow white nationalists in the military? And Senator Tuberville says, well, they call them that. I call them Americans.
I want to point out That is not what's on the screen.
I know.
So- no, he had one of my round one.
I blew it. I want to get back to Tommy. Okay. So white nationalists, he calls them Americans. So Tuberville and his team have since unsuccessfully tried to walk back the comments, and he told NBC's Julie Sirkin, I look at white nationalists as a Trump Republican. Repeat, that is his walk back. Tuberman also said that the fact that a jury found Donald Trump liable for the sexual abuse and defamation of E. Jean Carroll makes me want to vote for her twice. And for that, Tommy Tuberville gets our complete piece of shit of the week award. So, woo! This.
Boo.
Hey, it was Mother's Day this past Sunday, and wanted to let you guys know this piece from the Resistance Garden that Tilt That posts. Today, I learned that Anna Jarvis, founder of Mother's Day holiday, later became unhappy with its commercialization and began organizing a petition to rescind Mother's Day. She was placed in a sanatorium, and people connected with the floral and greeting card industries paid the bills to keep her there. Happy Mother's Day. And we always like to close with a heartwarming animal story. So I'd like you to know that one of the emus was spotted on I-74 in Urbana, near Urbana Tuesday, but the police couldn't grab it, and the experts said it could be tough because they are dangerous. You remember a dozen emus escaped last year in Urbana? Somehow this one is the last one out there, they think.
Do you think he's just like the one who's just not gonna, like the one guy from school who's never gonna leave town?
Man, he's cruising, man. He made it all the way over from I don't even know where. He's traveled hundreds of miles through Illinois.
Oh, he's already moved. Yeah,
he's been here a year, and nobody knows how. And what I loved was I'm finding this out from Facebook. I'm learning about I'm learning that a lot of my friends are hashtag Temu, Team Emu, and Temu are trending. And a friend of the show, Nate Jones, spotted the emu in his backyard. So that's about as cool as it gets, folks. And that is the conclusion of the news for May 16th, 2023 on Facebook for the Blind. Now handing it off to my beautiful co-host, Michael Labune, with a nice long round one.
Oh man.
Round one.
They changed my share thing.
He's stealing my lines. You hear him stealing my lines?
What the fuck?
Dude,
I got it. I got it. Zoom ran an update. Now everything's weird. All right. Boys, we're starting with Hope Healing Arts. It's a picture of Bambi looking at a little girl, Fawn. And it says, it's now safe to try a softer way of being. So, that's it, boys. It's spring. We're soft now. Leo at Honeyed Hearts. Friend of the show. Leo at Honeyed Hearts says, God is a 6-year-old covered in syrup, and I am the iPad he is holding.
Oh, it shouldn't be that funny.
I don't know if you guys saw this headline. This headline from the hardtimes.net. The Hard Times is reporting in their opinion section. Opinion, and it's a picture of a white woman holding like Starbucks coffee, and she's wearing a fedora. And says, opinion, as an empath, racism actually affects me more.
Oh, God.
Oh man, that's fucking how you troll liberals right there. That's like that's the right should seriously take a play out of the Hard Times playbook here. Anarcho Spirituality, friend of the show, anarcho.spirituality. What would we do without you? They have a phenomenal meme here. It's a wine glass on a white table, and someone is pouring wine, and the wine bottle is labeled church. The wine is labeled resources. But if you look, the wine is not going in the glass. It's going right off the side of the glass. The glass is labeled the poor and marginalized, who are getting none of the resources. And all the places where the wine is splashing on the table are labeled senior pastor's vacation house is getting the resources.
Oh, no.
Colonization abroad, also called missions, is getting the resources. And production budget, getting lots of resources. The poor and marginalized, however, are not getting any resources. This is fucking funny. Okay. What we're looking at here is a picture of a woman walking toward the ocean through the part of the beach that's like all greenery and like plants and shit. I don't know. I've been to some places like this.
The scrub.
Yeah, but it's really pretty and it's idyllic.
Yeah.
But she's dressed like not for the beach. She's dressed like she's going to work, and she's running her hands through the plants as she walks by. It's beautiful. And in the sky, it says "Get lied about." And what this was the new AI like Chat GPT that was told to create motivational memes.
Oh my.
This was one of the motivational memes. Get lied about. Scott Coley, friend of the show, Scott Coley. He says, Jesus says, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Theo bros, the essence of Christianity is hierarchy. Theo bros are my sworn Twitter enemies. So nice shot there, Scott Coley. This is it says them. What do you do for a living? Me, God's work. Them. Oh, you're a minister? Me, not quite. There's a picture of a man who has climbed up a light post, and he's about to hit a surveillance camera with a hammer. I think I have like one or two more memes this round. I think one more.
Lovely.
This is it. Carl Sharo, friend of the show, Carl Sharo, says humans doing the hard jobs on minimum wage while the robots write poetry and paint is not the future I wanted.
That's
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
god, it's so sad.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for my round one. Let's see you, TD.
All right, it is that time once again for TD's often imitated, never duplicated, world famous round one, the wholesome round here on Facebook for the Blind. Let's begin, shall we?
Oh, that was a good stretch. That was a really good stretch.
Hey, I'm doing my best, man.
Well done.
I'm doing my best, man.
Well done.
Hey, I'm here for you, boo-boo. All right, the angry bartender. If you're not following the angry bartender, where do you get your angry bartender shit? All right, moving on. Okay, it says it's a picture of a food truck sign that says the events they work, and it says, "Hey, who's catering your dad's funeral? Oh, remember the guys who did Michael's orgy? Oh yeah, they were great. Because sure enough, you look on the book that's food truck, they do weddings, birthdays, openings, bar mitzvahs, orgies, and funerals.
You gotta like a caterer who's flexible.
I mean, they'll do it all, baby. That's probably what someone says at the orgy. Okay, moving on. Champaign County shenanigans. They post a picture of some suds in a sink, and these suds kind of look like something. It says these dishes better quit playing, because if you look closely, the suds resemble an ass, complete with orifice.
Yep.
That's
Listen,
the best way I can put that.
Pretty
I
clear.
think this is staged. Somebody.
It's still fucking funny.
I've made this.
Of course you have.
All right.
Next. No,
I'm
I can't.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. Friend of the show, don't stick your dick in that.
God damn it.
They post a picture of cookies, various chocolate chip cookies. This is, oops, you added too much. There's, one that looks like it's got too much butter and too much sugar. You know, there's a clumpy one, too much flour, you know, one that didn't rise right with the baking soda and the egg. And then the last one, it's just a cookie with a hole in it. And what did they add too much there? Penis.
Hilarious, man.
Don't be humping your cookies.
Nice.
I just want to point out the for this page is at don't dick that.
You talk about doing the Lord's work. The folks that don't stick your dick in that. All right, moving on. LGBT movement posts a picture of two. I'm going to say maybe like Mormon missionary dudes knocking on a door. Yeah, it says the gay agenda. When was the last time a gay person knocked on your door asking if you'd like to hear the good news of Elton John?
Who would complain about that?
Sadly, I know people. All right, moving on.
You just want to come in and play some Elton John? Fucking deal.
Right. Yeah.
You mind if I keep doing the dishes?
Yeah, beer in the fridge if you want one. All right.
I got this whole bubble thing going here.
Yeah. All right. Once again, new friend of the show. Don't stick your dick in that. Don't dick that. They show a picture of kind of a Red Foreman looking motherfucker in a mugshot and a snowman on the ground surrounded by liquor bottles. And it says, roses are red, pussies are tight. Drunk man has sex with snowman, loses penis to frostbite.
Oh, no.
Wow. I like a short story that comes full circle.
Yeah,
I do want
to. I've been really drunk and really horny at the same time. I've never looked at a snowman and said, "All right, you're right."
I want to point out that this snowman looks like it's been through some things.
Oh yeah, I think if you look closely, I think it actually has X's for eyes. Like it's just
it's dead. It's got dead.
It's got no soul. Frosty, know about a magic hat's bringing this guy up. You know what I'm saying? No happy birthday here. All right, moving on. The Astonishing School of the Exiled Misfits and Mayhem, friend of the show. If you're not following the Astonishing School of Exiled Misfits and Mayhem, where are you getting your Astonishing School of the Exiled Misfits and Mayhem news?
Nice.
It's a picture of this chubby white dude with a goatee, and he's wearing like the guy from Jurassic Park hat, and he got like a button-up shirt, and he's kind of leaning on a vehicle. It says, "Wives are like grenades. Remove the ring, and boom, house is gone."
Oh, Jesus.
I just want to say, yeah, I feel this.
I saw in the news this week that the number of houses owned by single women has now outstripped the number of houses owned by single men, and I suspect it's a divorce.
Yes, I will put my stamp on that because that's what happened to me. All right, moving on. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of yours and mine, Jason Jester, says, "I'll thank you to refer to me as," and it's there might be some, maybe in a museum or something, and it just says toilet artist that way. So yes, I'll thank you to refer to me as toilet artist. And after some Taco Bell, I could do a Jackson Pollock. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, I do. I could picture that clearly. Thank you, TD.
Hey, no problem. If I'm nothing if not descriptive. All right, bringing an end to my wholesome round. Some of you are like, thank the deities. I know the owner at A Few Good Memes 22. Food news. This Hawaiian mushroom makes women orgasm just by smelling it. And Yankee Candle Company post, we're on it.
Babo.
That's my round one, my wholesome round.
Dude, that one took me a minute.
What's that?
I said that one took me a minute. I don't know why. I was like, wait.
Very nice.
You know how much money a candle company would make if they could make a mushroom candle that made women go whoo-hoo?
You know, I'm curious the companies that are doing it now, how much money they're making. I bet they're making a lot of money.
Yeah. All right, that is my world famous short round one, wholesome round. Have fun, Sizemore. All right, that is my world famous short round 1, wholesome round. Have fun, Sizemore.
All right, doing the third of 3 wholesome rounds.
Putting the hole in wholesome.
Me putting the hole in wholesome. That's good. I like that.
I still have will be in.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So this first post from friend of the show, Jason Brown. Jason Brown, if you're not following Jason Brown, you really should. He's lonely. He posts, "We used to be a proper country." It says, from the nostalgic 90s, it's these carpets that we used to have back in the 90s that are multicolored and look like confetti on a black velvet background with curly cues of paper and triangles, and it's very cool. And there's multiple samples of these crazy colorful carpets, and it says, "We failed as a society when we stopped using carpets like these in public spaces." And I'm with Jason. We used to be a proper country. Okay.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Maricela posts, "I know you miss party pants," and has the same pattern on some pajama pants. Maybe they're almost stirrup pants. I was looking for the stirrups on them. Anyway,
They're like Zubas.
Yeah, I was thinking Zubaz.
oh, you guys know them. Friend of the show, Kathy Dust reposts paper-rose-doodles, who says, "Honestly, Frodo's journey is so wild. Like, imagine your uncle goes missing after his birthday party and his old stoner friend from out of town, like, tells you the souvenir he brought back from a Vegas trip 80 years ago is actually Satan's mood ring, and now zombie assassins are coming to burn down your town unless you and your lawn guy meet up with the medieval hosier in a dark gastropub." It's like, holy crap. There we go. Front of the show, Jamie. Jamie, thanks for all the cards and letters. You are the best. She reposts an archetypal, and it's a quote saying, "I was talking to my cousin yesterday, and he was talking about an accidental mistake he was dealing with and proceeded to describe it as, 'I picked a whole fucking bouquet of whoopsie daisies.' And to be honest, I'm still thinking about it." Cheerful Nihilism apparently reposted it and said, "Fresh cut whoopsie daisies." In posts you may have missed from Father Nathan Monk, friend of the show, friend of us all, Father Nathan Monk, thank you so much for all the kind thoughts and prayers. He reposts Abby Govindan, who says, "Once I told a man he looked like Jeff Goldblum, and he was like, 'Who's that?' So I pulled up a pic, and he said, 'Oh my, what a compliment. He's very handsome.' And then as he was walking away, my friend walked up to me and was like, 'I'm pretty sure that guy you were talking to is Jeff Goldblum.'"
Definitely.
Friend of the show, Renee Rader. Renee, thanks for coming to all the shows. You're wonderful. She posts, "I wonder when the Bermuda Triangle stopped working. Not a lot of drama there anymore."
Dude, I seriously think about this.
All the time. Me too.
Somebody slew some monster there or something.
I was thinking, when was the last time the Bermuda Triangle did anything interesting?
And Leonard Nimoy was still alive. I know that. I don't know. But yeah, it is weird, man. All the things that as a child I thought we were going to discover big things. I thought we were going to find Atlantis. The Bermuda Triangle would be cool. We'd figure that out. I thought we were going to figure out all kinds of stuff. No.
And there'd be a lot more exposure to quicksand.
Yes. Yeah. Now all we've got is like
Yes, quicksand.
Yeah, exactly. I know Gilligan's Island taught me to fear all kinds of things that never happened. Friend of the show and founding Facebook for the Blinder and birthday boy last night, who I got to see 3 sheets to the wind, kiss his girlfriend on stage. Delightful. The crowd was pleased. He reposts Tristan Lemon, who is reposting Steve again. Steve _ again says, "Mom, I wouldn't even be invited to jump off the bridge." Which is such a good response. I wish I'd had it in high school. It is the wholesome round, and I want to tell you this one, it was almost my post with the most. This is an ad from an actual newspaper. Ask your parents about what that is. And it is an ad for a special, a 2-hour special on NBC. That's the Peacock. It says, "The most star-studded chips of all time. Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox host Chips Goes Roller Disco with special guest stars Leif Garrett, Lori Linville, Ed McMahon." And David King reposted it with, "Kids these days will never know the thrill of waiting all week to catch a glimpse of Ruth Buzzy on wheels." You guys are not going to know who Ruth Buzzy is, but she was on the show Laughing, and it made her look like an ugly old lady, and she would always like hit somebody with a purse. Generally, the old pedophile who was sitting on the park bench in Laughing. I don't know if that's or the old, not a pedophile, but like a dirty old man that was trying to grab her. Anyway, and I posted an anecdote from Elton John. He ran into Ruth Buzzy at a party in Hollywood and said, "Oh, Ruth, for God's sakes, please hit me with your purse. It's been on my bucket list." Iconic thing here. Anyway, friend of the show, Mike, reposted the Chips roller disco video, and it is captioned "the most 70s scene in 1970s TV." And I got to tell you what, yeah, maybe. It's worth it. Check it out. And finally, for my wholesome round, WGFB reposts, "I wonder if the people paying $300 for a colon cleanse even know about Taco Bell's $4.99 deal." I think about it all the time.
No bullshit. The first time someone told me about a colonic, I was like, "What's that? Colon cleanse or whatever?"
Yeah.
And I just sat there and listened, and I was like, I remember I was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "Just makes you shit a lot." That's easy. Just have a New York City breakfast. You'll fucking shit your brains out by lunch. I swear, like, you don't have to fucking
Two
get
words.
a colonic.
White Castle.
Oh.
White Castle will do it for less than $2.
Oh yeah, baby. Get you a 10-bit sack. You'll be
Sliders
fine.
on the way in, sliders on the way out. Thank you for not laughing at that. You're both right.
I chuckled. I was just, still dealing with trauma from the last time I went to White Castle.
Oh. Lovely. And back to Michael, who's muted himself. Let's make fun of him. Man,
Really, dude?
silly.
Again?
3 years. 3 years.
100 and some episodes.
I didn't mute myself, you dicks. Something's wrong. Hold on.
I'm telling you, man, it's just software.
It's not software. Not software.
If you're gonna steal my lines, get them right.
I mean, I know you're quiet, Michael, but you don't have to mute yourself, bitch.
Now, every time I share now, it mutes me.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
That's not.
You guys are over here making your fucking jokey jokes. Oh, wait. I got it. You ready?
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
That's not.
You guys are over here making your fucking jokey jokes. Oh, wait. I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
Can you guys, but yeah. Shit, yeah. All right. Tchaikovskaya says, "None of y'all know what propaganda actually is, do you?" And Ashley, etc., replies, "It's when a British person takes a good look at something."
Oh, that's wonderful.
At Cheesecake PCK says, "My favorite kid I ever taught when I was a swim teacher was this little 4-year-old Italian boy. And one time he sneezed and nobody said anything. So he just went, 'What? No bless yous for Giacomo?'" Giacomo, sorry. "No bless yous for Giacomo?" The vintage news. This one's not really funny, but I like it. The vintage news. They say, "Even describing someone totally average sounds extraordinary with Victorian writers. Normal people. I met this guy. He was average, sort of boring. Victorian writers. He was, in the way of most men, possessed of a rudimentary intelligence. His countenance, ordinary. His bearing, mild. With some weakness about the shoulders. His hair, the color of ash. He spoke of the weather." I thought it was just so pretty. Trash can Paul.
That was Victorian for basic bitch.
Yeah, he's basic. I liked it. He spoke of the weather. That's like, that was,
Yeah.
that was my favorite part. Trash can Paul, friend of the show. Trash can Paul, what would we do without your trash can? There's a picture of a pretzel in space, wearing sneakers, looking at a cell phone. And it says, "I'm not sorry for leaving you on red. I'm sorry for opening your message in the first place. Zach at Zachobipo tweets, Joker ending explained. Those names were the people who worked on the film.
It's so dumb.
I got 3 more for this round. This is a sign at the Barrel House, and it says, Dear parents and prudes, we'll be playing unedited hip-hop starting at 3 p.m. today for Wu-Tang Wednesday. Due to the nature of the music, there may be language which may offend you or your kids. Unless, of course, you take parenting advice from Old Dirty Bastard, in which case, Wu-Tang is for the children. History for the Witty 2.0, friend of the show, History for the Witty 2.0, has a picture of a AI-generated man's face, and then it says, scientists at Exeter University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Moses might have looked. And I got to say, this is a 3D model of Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Clearly.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I lead the people to the Red Sea, brother.
And my last meme for the ill Reverend Brown. Britain's Got Talent. It's just a picture of the Britain's Got Talent logo, and it says, Britain's Got Talent. No, they don't. All right, back to you, TD, for round 2.
All right. We're doing TD's, healthy number 2. Girthy number 2, if you will. All right.
We won't.
Okay. The Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks group, acquaintance of the show, post a picture of this old book, and it says The Jewish, Japanese Sex and Cookbook and How to Raise Wolves by Jack Douglas.
Damn.
And someone's like, a lot covered in one book. Where have you been, Jack Douglas? What kind of things have you seen? Like, yeah, Jack Douglas may be the most interesting man in the world.
Nice.
Thank you. All right, next up, Canadian Fletchy at Darth Pingu, friend of the show, Canadian Fletchy, post a picture of a sunfish. I actually know what that is.
Yeah.
The sunfish, well, I'll just tell you, when you're trying to stay positive, but a sea lion just bit a chunk of your head off, and sure enough, the picture of this sunfish, there's a seal line right by it. There's a seal line head-shaped piece missing out of that fucker's head.
Oh.
Oof.
And it zooms in on the sunfish's eyes, and like the lights on, nobody's home, the whole damn village evacuated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those are amazing fish. Aren't those the ones? They're like 6 feet long. They're like
Yeah, they're humongous.
Huge. They're like
Humongous.
a queen size bed.
You know,
Yeah.
actually, humongous 6 foot long was my nickname in the Army.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't believe that one at all.
No.
That's the first one that was just clearly.
No, clearly
No.
rank with bullshit.
Dude, thank God. 6 feet long? Fuck that.
Okay. I love it when we get to fuck with Michael. All right. Internet Hall of Fame at Internet HOF, friend of the show. Post a picture of this pink convertible kind of crashing and fucking up its front end.
Ooh.
And girls be like, oopsies. And Jesus Angel Herrera comments, and then blame it on their zodiac sign like, oh, sorry, I'm an asparagus.
This is actually, dude, I recognize this. This is a
How you
scene
doing?
from, it's from,
Too Fast, Too Furious.
no, this is from The Fast and the Furious.
No, it's from the second one.
It's the second one, and she
Yep.
says in midair, she says, "Smack that
Smack
ass!"
that ass.
What the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time they gave Devin Anaaki, I believe is how you say her name, Devin Onakai. It was the first time they ever gave her a speaking role. She was a model. The next couple movies she did, she was mute.
Oh no.
Yeah, wasn't she Miho in
Yep. Sin City.
Yeah, in Sin City? Yeah.
Oh wow, you guys really know your stuff.
Hey, we are nerds.
This one just reminded me of that one that was like, I can tell more about you by your Taco Bell order than by your astrological sign. But that's probably me just being a crunchwrap.
That's just me being a crunch wrap. I like that.
I love that.
All right, moving on. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, here we go. Will Santos Illustrations post this little animated drawing of Gandalf talking to Lord Elrond and the hobbits in the background. And Gandalf is holding a very large pipe. And it says, I got super baked in the Shire and accidentally recruited these 4 little weirdos for the most important mission of all time. And that's pretty much how that movie happened.
Yep, I'm seeing it.
Memes guys will like, acquaintance of the show. Post 2 meme females and says, girls, isn't it strange how we live longer than men? And the other one's like, yeah, it's weird. Then it's boys, and it's the the meme bro with the blonde hair and the beard, but he's also got snorkeling gear on. Says, bring it on, motherfucker. And there's a great white shark going, come at me, bitch. Yeah, this tracks.
I'm surprised I didn't put in a hold my beer.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, those will be my last words. I'm not even
beer.
playing with that one. Disgruntled Underground 2.0 post a picture of what appears to be a raccoon. Says, my mom said I couldn't get a raccoon, so I colored the dog. And if you look, yeah, that's a dog with a fancy hairdo and a dye job.
That is hilarious.
I think it's great. Anyway,
Oh my God.
the cutest little raccoon dog thing. All right, moving on. Stephanie Bolt, friend of the show, reposts Officer Baker, and it says, someone's child running around obnoxiously in a restaurant. My brain, and it's a scene from The Karate Kid where the coach guy is yelling at, what's his name? Says, sweep the leg.
You do think about it. You don't act on it.
For half a second, you're like, I'm going to trip that little son of a bitch. All right,
I always think clothesline would be funnier though.
Yeah, I think that'd be funny too. I like watching them face plant and skid across the ground a little bit. That's what does it for me.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I want a bag of marbles,
Yes.
just so they do the run in place thing.
Yes. Like a cartoon Scooby-Doo shit.
Yeah, with the Scooby-Doo sound.
Hourly shit post at hourly_shit post. Post a picture of a city bus, and it says, you know you're succeeding when a $300,000 car picks you up every day.
Wow.
Looks like we made it. All right. Gracie Who's at Cotton Can Daddy says, today at my bar, one guy made fun of his buddy for drinking a blue Hawaiian. And he goes, I don't give a shit if it's baby blue. This is fucking delicious. How's that Budweiser taste, you basic ass bitch? And then slammed the rest of it and went, fuck you and your beer, Kyle.
I like it.
I will say this is actually a conversation between me and my brother Kyle, because I can actually believe that happening.
That's
all
hilarious.
right.
I want to go on record as saying I am for blue Hawaiians.
I am too.
I like a blue Hawaiian.
All right, moving on. Andrew Teedy, I posted this a few days ago. Historic vids at History Memes post this picture of a theater from back in the day, and it looks like there's little Pinocchios on top, and it's for the opening of the movie Pinocchio. And it says Disney hired some, in quotation, little people to dress as Pinocchio and wave at people at the premiere of Pinocchio. They left him on a balcony with enough food and wine for the day, but by late afternoon they were all naked, the costumes were too hot, drunk, and screaming swear words at people. And I said they were reportedly kept screaming, I'm a real boy, punk.
Yeah, listen, like this, another way of saying this is they just like put 4 guys on a balcony
Yeah.
with
No way
booze.
down.
Yeah.
With a bunch of booze.
So crazy.
This was only ever going to end one way.
Yeah. Violence. Violence.
Yeah, they woke up and they chose alcoholism and violence.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jiminy
lucky-
Cricket failed on these sons of bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Disney management's lucky they weren't armed.
Shit.
Oh, Pinocchio's sniping people? That'd be fun.
Oh, dude, that would be well. Yeah. All right.
No, it would be fucking terrible. What would be fucking hell? It's what I mean. But
So I would watch that cartoon. I'm saying I would watch that cartoon.
Oh yeah, I'd watch that cartoon. Yeah. Hell, AI,
Oh.
but we can make it. All right.
Oh, that was it.
No,
That was
what-
it.
No, it wasn't. What?
Oh,
Yeah,
was
that
it?
was. Yeah, that
That
was it.
was.
That was my round 2. Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That was my. Yeah, that was it.
Nice.
All right, start more. Go.
What a solid close. Hang on, I've lost my
Oh my
controls.
God.
Lost my controls and my buttons again.
Sorry.
Damn it. What are you looking at? Is it terrible? Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was okay.
Oh,
But I was
No,
reading
you
this
just have a
for second.
lot. You just have a lot of thumbnails.
There we go. Okay,
We're back.
we're back.
TD enjoys the shit out of these songs. Meme dump time. Round 1. Thumbs up.
Friend of the show, Corey Showtime Robinson. If you're not following Corey Showtime Robinson, you are missing out. He writes a little conversation, says, them, aren't you worried about being replaced by AI? Me. In order to be replaced, I would first have to be placed. Friend of the show, Natalie at Shortbread131 posts, it is easier for a removable bra cup to be inserted through the tiny hole and placed in the correct shape than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Shared with us by Father Nathan Monk. Here from friend of the show, John Wasson. He's got a picture of Jesus being nursed back to health by the Good Samaritan. And meanwhile, the pricks that are walking the road and leaving behind shout over their shoulder, thoughts and prayers. Which is, that's a funny joke because there's always shootings every day in America and there's always people saying thoughts and prayers. So this is like evergreen. So you can steal this meme and use it forever. Yes, round 2, the irreverent round. Here, friend of the show, Jessica K. L. Burbank at Jessica L. Burbank says, I used to love doing the discourse on here until y'all killed my friend. Commenting about Facebook because we have a picture of the cool dude at the cemetery over the freshly dug grave, given the 2 fingers, and it says nuance 1975 to 2023. Y'all killed my friend. Anyway, that's pretty funny. Jessica's actually a good one to follow. Hey, friend of the show, Chris Embry, actually a real friend, IRL, that I just saw last night. He posted this 2-panel of sort of a shorter person in a sort of a dumpy house, and he's opening the door, and there's this stunningly hot cartoon woman outside, and she says, "Hi there, I just moved next door. I'm a gamer girl." And a little hipster kid with like a soul patch says, "I don't care who Microsoft sends. I'm not upgrading to Windows 11. Feeling that one. The Resistance Garden, making a second appearance in the show tonight, says, happy Pause Your Criming Day to all the mothers out there. Huh? They reposted Finn at Go Finn Yourself, saying, my mom is a prosecutor, and every year she brings up the fact that Mother's Day is the day with the lowest crime. I think that says a lot about how many moms commit crimes throughout the year, but can't today because they're too busy being celebrated. Friend of the show, Chuck. Chuck posts, I'm neutral evil, who knew? And it's one of these morality charts. I don't know how you say these things from the RPGs. It lines up everything from, you know, lawful good to chaotic evil and all the squares in between. But this is IT alignments. So neutral good is fixes it for you, but asks you to make a ticket afterward for tracking purposes. Neutral, which fixes all the issues in the order that came in, regardless of pressure or bribery. Your emergency is not IT's emergency. And neutral evil may or may not fix your issue, since obviously the real problem here is you, not your computer. I reposted this with, apparently we're all neutral evil. Who knew? Friend of the show and founding father of Facebook for the Blind, George H. Cruikshank, posts Vivian Rose, who has reposted Dropped Mic at, oh, I'm not doing all this. Interviewer, Can I get your references? Me, sighing. Probably not. Nobody else does. Feeling that one hard. Which brings me to this post from Matt Harsh. Emu spotted in Plurbanna, because we have an emu on the loose in Urbana, and it's a picture of a purple keyboard with a bunch of knobs. No, not even a keyboard. It's a box with knobs. It's knobs and buttons and some kind of thing that DJs use. And another DJ, my friend Justin, responds back, "Where my purple booty cake? Where my purple booty quake?" Again, just a quick reminder. Can I get your references? Me sighing, probably not. Nobody else does.
Yeah, I don't get this at all.
Nope.
No.
Me neither, except that there's an emu in Urbana and some DJs. Anyway. Science Humor reposts, Rob Purdy posts, the reason most of the people in this group, Science Humor, are safe from alien abduction. We have a picture of a flying saucer beaming up a stick figure. And it says, "Does this beam only lift me? How do you avoid pulling up dirt and leaves and stuff? If I kick off my shoes, will they fall? Is my weight pulling your ship downward? What'll happen if a bat flies through the beam? Hey, why does your ship have those blinky lights? Are they?" Moments later, the aliens set me back down and left. I'd like to think this would be me. Friend of the show, Jackie Cation. Jackie Cation, thanks for coming to all the shows and thank for all your kind words. Repost Chris Evans, who has a picture of the king and queen. And it says, "What in the Etsy shop mess is this? All that colonization and blood diamond money and all you got are serving us our Party City?" It really does. It really does look like Party City costumes. Do you know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Seriously.
It just looks plasticky and shiny and ridiculous. You know. So what in the Etsy shop mess is this? I was just like bringing us Party City. Well put, Chris Evans. And finally, Jamie, friend of the show, Jamie passes along this conversation from the devil, the first guy in hell. The devil and the first guy in hell and the devil. The first guy in hell says, "Is the awkwardness the torture?" Or the devil says, "Shut up, it's gonna pick up." And that ends my irreverent round two. Handing it back to you, Michael.
All right, here we go.
Penultimate round.
All right, here we go.
Penultimate round.
Penultimate round, round 3. Here we go. Starts off with Monty Python fans, and it's a picture of, what's this guy's name? King what?
Chuck.
No. Really? Oh, yeah, King Charles.
Wow,
Yeah.
Chuck,
King
yeah.
Chuck.
So it's King Charles, and he's got both those scepters probably in his hands, and he's got his fucking crown on. It just looks ridiculous. And it says, "Bring in your dad both screwdrivers because you don't know what he's talking about."
I am in this meme.
Oh my God, we all are. Feisty Soul Tribe, the group, says, "I accidentally wore a red shirt to Target today, and long story short, I'm covering for Debbie this weekend." Oh man, I actually just grabbed this because it was just fucking too funny. Fox News reports Democrats demand universal free breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack for kids in school.
Nice.
That's a real fucking headline from Fox News. And there's a picture of Bernie Sanders, and next to Bernie is a picture of Ilhan Omar. And now tell me, do you think it was an accident that
Oh no.
Fox News says those essentially saying those evil Democrats demand to feed children?
Yeah.
And then they put for a picture because they gotta make their base hate the left.
Scare 'em.
A picture of a Jewish lawmaker and a picture of a Muslim woman who is a lawmaker.
Uh-huh.
God, they're just dirty. This is The Onion reports in commentary. America is an out-of-touch gerontocracy, and I'm glad I don't live there. by Diane Feinstein. This was another motivational picture generated by AI, and it's a picture of a cheese wrap from Taco Bell on a table, and it says, "Haven't been happy in months."
Oh God.
Anarcho.spirituality, friend of the show, anarcho.spirituality, post another headline, opinion, Citizens United made corporations people. That's right, Citizens United made corporations people. So why can't I date them? I wished they had feet so I could suck their toes, by David Brooks.
The hell?
That's good. That's good right there.
Oh man, Eve 6 retweets Sky News, and Eve 6 says, "Too much hustle, dial it back." And what they're replying to is Sky News reports, a woman who wrote a children's book about dealing with grief following her husband's death has been charged with his murder.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Too much hustle.
Whoa.
Dial it back. I got two more for this round. TD, why don't you just go ahead and read this one for us?
Okay. It says stone, and there's a picture of a stone. And then there's it says stew, and there's two stones. This is a spelling joke, folks.
Oh.
How do you spell stone? Think about it. It's a thinker. Okay.
STONE.
So if there's two of them, it'd just be STWO.
I knew that was going to be hard because of the spelling. And you're from Indiana.
And
Woo.
I'm herbalized.
Here's Charles. It's a picture of a young, like, I don't know, fucking 20-year-old Prince Charles.
He was always ugly.
Yeah. And it says, when you applied for the job, and then there's a picture of current old as fuck King Charles. It says, when you hear back from the recruiter.
That's just wrong. But funny.
And that's it for my penultimate round 3 for our listeners. We've come back to know Eric, who has appeared.
No, I'm always here. I'm always
So,
here.
yeah, we're going to do my round 3. Once that is over, I'll only have we're going to do my round 3. Once that is over, I'll only have my post with the most. So here we go. Starting off my round 3, the whatever the hell round.
The penultimate round.
That's what I said.
Yep.
All right. Non-aesthetic things at pictures folder. It says the life of a philosopher in a nutshell. It says birth, and it's a picture of this fat, ugly Victorian baby thing. It says why though? 3, death.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. That's it right there. Birth, why though? Death. All right. Moving on. Harley Morenstein post, Doritos Locos Tacos have lasted longer than the Confederacy did. And we have a picture of a Doritos Locos Taco that's been around for 8 years. And then we got a picture of that bullshit rebel flag, 4 years. Fuck you. Those tacos are my culture. Okay.
Yes. I'm using that.
Thank you. Meme guys will like at Memes for Guys. Says rare footage of women learning how to jump to conclusions, and it's a bunch of women in one of those bouncy aerobic classes, bouncing on their little trampolines, holding the handles and jumping really high in the air.
I want to do this.
I want to get like baked into it.
That looks great.
Yeah, but yeah, women jumping to conclusions.
Nice.
Deborah M, friend of the show, Deborah M, says, apparently putting Alka-Seltzers in my mouth while getting baptized and pretending I'm possessed by the devil ain't funny.
That's very funny.
I would do it. I would totally do it.
Dude, I would think somebody was having a seizure.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I would freak out.
I'd also start going, it burns.
I'd
So,
feel
yeah.
better if you were talking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, non-aesthetic things. Once again, got this little circle chart, vicious circle, some bitching thing, and it's got like one of those really sad meme dudes there in the middle, and it says, "I get paid some money, and then I try to save some money. Some bullshit happens that requires money. I have no money. And
Yeah.
back to I get paid some money."
Yeah. Dude. Hey, did I show you guys? Did I show you my replacement car key? It was $190. It's a really awesome key.
For $190, that thing better drive the car for you.
Oh man, if I hit it just right, it makes the car go doink doink. That's about it. That's
Oh wow.
That's yeah. So I don't really know how many dollars per doink that is.
A lot per doink. It's a very expensive doink.
Exactly.
All right. But yeah, we're all in that meme. That's all I was agreeing.
Indeed.
Non-aesthetic things once again.
Wow.
Repost from Timothy. And Timothy goes, "Thanks for the dinner at Taco Bell." And Taco Bell responds, like, "You're welcome, Timothy. What did you get?" Timothy responds, "Diarrhea."
It's a sick burn, dude.
I vote for Timothy for everything.
Yep.
Timothy rules.
$300 colon blow bought on Wish.
Next up, dad jokes, friend of the show. It's got a picture of Jerry the King Lawler looking very smug and giggling and laughing very smugly.
He's giving that.
Yeah, you can't bounce very high on water beds, and it's just me who puts spring water in mine.
Ooh.
No, come on. I laughed really hard at that when I saw it.
I do want to send it to my dad.
It was the Jerry Lawler face that did it for me. I won't lie.
Yeah, it is. It is a funny face.
That's classic mid-late 90s Lawler.
I love that. I don't even know who this dude is, but I know that face goes with this sound.
A little higher pitch and you'd have it nailed. All right, moving on.
Yeah, he's got a high voice.
Yeah, he does have a high voice.
You know his voice, Beverly?
Of course I do.
I am a little surprised that you are familiar with his commentary. All right, I am Awesome Sauce, friend of the show. Repost from Bitches Behave, and it's a picture of Cookie Monster playing with a dog's ear, and it says, "When I go to someone's house and they have a dog," and it's Cookie Monster just intently concentrating on that dog's ear. I'm in this meme. That's all I gotta say about that. Moving on.
All right.
Eric Alper at that Eric Alper says, "McDonald's called out order 867 and I yelled 5309 and nobody laughed and I felt old and I ate my burger in the playground area." for all you 45 plus folk. Yeah.
That's Tommy Two Tone, right?
Yes.
Oh, is it? Oh, no.
Yeah, Tommy Two Tone.
Song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Got it. All right. Friend of the show, former 90s heartthrob, star of the show, Chucky, Devin Sawa. Thanks for the cards and letters, buddy. Post a picture of an American Marine and an Australian Marine. And the American Marine is yelling, "Did you come here to die?" And the Australian Marine goes, "Nah, mate, I came here yesterday."
That's brilliant.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! In Arkansas, if someone says, "What do you like? What do you like?" They're asking how much you have left. Okay, I'm serious. What do you like? Means how much do you have left? I don't fully get it. And my cousin was in school. This kid had moved here from Arizona, or moved to Arkansas from Arizona, and he was the last one to finish the test. And the teacher went up behind him and said, "What do you like?" And he said, "I don't like none of it."
Yeah.
As a guy who's partied with Australian servicemen, yeah, they some weird peoples. All right, moving on.
Nice. I like weirdos.
Oh yeah. Internet Hall of Fame once again. Post a picture of someone standing in a pair of shorts with the little sensor doodad from the store. Says, anyone know how to remove this thing? German 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 I don't know how you say that. Anyway, they just go pay.
That's one way to remove it. That's true.
I mean,
Where's this? I'm hearing the British guy in my head go, where's the sport in that?
All right, this is my last one for round 3 here, bringing this turkey in. Declaration of memes at Liberty Cappy. And it's a guy talking to someone in a Walmart vest, but they also have an Uber Eats hat on and a McDonald's hat on. And the guy talking goes, the economy is going great. We created 5 million jobs this year. And the Walmart lady with the hats on says, I have 3 of them and still can't pay my rent.
No shit.
You want to know what's messed up?
Mm-hmm.
This is an actual conversation from the Bill Clinton's presidential campaign.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, for his second term. So, evergreen. This one works for long periods of time. Yeah.
What he's saying, and that's from 96, you guys. 96.
Still funny. Still funny.
I was 14 and now I have arthritis.
That was 35 years ago.
Long time. All right, rocking through the penultimate round and on to our post with the most. Mike Ingram from Everyone. If you're not following Mike Ingram for Everyone, then are you really part of Everyone? Anyway, he's posted, he said, just thinking about that time a dude called me gay because I referred to it as my vacuum instead of my wife's vacuum. His masculinity is doing super fine, y'all. and it's a meme we've seen going around for a long time. It's Robin Williams from Good Will Hunting is a psychiatrist, and he says, the caption is, when the vacuum cleaner goes over a spot of dirt and dust and you hear that crackle. And Robin Williams said, that's the good stuff. And in the comments, and you can see there's like at one point, there's 1,100 reactions on this and 158 comments. And one of them was a friend of the show, Katie, saying, I challenge anyone from now on to say in front of Mike's wife, her husband, like to get Mike's wife to say her husband's vacuums. It was like, this is really funny and hilarious, and it really shouldn't be. Anyway, yeah, masculinity's doing just super fine, y'all. I reiterate, Mike here. Friend of the show, Jamie, making a second appearance in the show. She has captioned this little conversation. See what I mean about that scanner group? She's been following the Danville scanner unrated, and Jacob King has posted some tweaker running down 74 naked. Top comment, friend of the show, Jamie says, if there was a naked person running down the road, I would seriously call 911 and not assume anything about their drug habits. They could have been kidnapped. Jacob King says, oh my God, go fuck yourself. See what I mean about that scanner group? Guys who listen to scanners and post about it on Facebook, super sus. That's what the kids call it, super sus. Easily triggered. Friend of the founding father, George Cruikshank, founding father, Facebook for the Blind, repost the Journal of Scientific Shitposting. And if you're not following the Journal of Scientific Shitposting, where are you getting your scientific shitposting? Huh? Where are you getting your peer-reviewed shitposting? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, conversation here says, Mad Scientist Ethics Board that makes sure that a project is sufficiently unethical before providing funding. And professional chaotic dumbass comments, sometimes you get a normal scientist trying to apply with a regular invention that just has a puppy shredder attached to it with like hot glue or sticky tape. And Tesla Coils and Hubris replies, you'd think they'd be disqualified for that, but trying to cheat the system to get research funding actually adds a lot of unethical points. Oh, woo!
I just wanted to be known that Puppy Shredder was my nickname in college.
Oh, dude, you should have said the Army.
Oh yeah, I totally should have said
because of your terrible aim or something. I got
We kill a lot of dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, you guys suck. Stop truthing up my jokey joke show. This is Center for Mindfulness and Justice, acquaintance of the show. Just met him, and we got a regular old green reserved parking sign with an arrow, and below it is a green sign that says, below the reserved parking says, parking with wild abandon, in the opposite direction. Racing down the wholesome round. Friend of the show, David King, with a second or third posting. I've lost track. Looks like a classic newspaper clipping, and the headline in all caps is "Duck full of yeast explodes, man loses eye." From Des Moines, sometime in the past. It says a prize-winning duck at the recent poultry show is no more, having exploded into several hundred bits. One of which struck Silas Perkins in the eye, destroying the sight. The cause of the explosion was the eating of yeast, which was placed in a pan upon the back of the porch and tempted his duckship, which was taking a morning stroll. And the pull quote that David likes is, tempted his duckship. And David King's first comment is, your chances of being blinded by a duck are small. Never zero. Moving on, friend of the show, Ricky, posts the billboard shot. And this is a local billboard company, so I'm not sure what's up with this, but it's the 30th Annual Testicle Festival, June 17th, 2023. I'm not going to look this up. I don't want to know.
I'm headlining.
I can actually tell you all about it because the town next to mine has these billboards. Town next to mine back in Indiana. Every year they do a little cookout, and the
are they cooking testicles?
The Rocky Mountain oysters, baby, bull balls.
Oh my God, Testicle Festival.
I've eaten worse.
Woo! Okay. Indiana needs cable, people. Friend of the show, Lex Harmon. You guys remember Lex? I just ran into her at the store the other day, man. She posts, you mean to tell me we can grow human ears on mice but haven't figured out how to make cum taste like little porgy sauce? Disrespectful. Disrespectful. You remember before the show when we was talking about did I pick this out because it was funny or because I thought it would make somebody else laugh? I was like, TD will laugh at little porgy sauce.
I laughed at this when I saw it on Facebook earlier today.
That's a two-bagger. That's a double laugh. Mike Ingram for everyone making another appearance here, reposting David, who posts under @Meltdown, says, what apps have y'all bought that are worth the money? And Raul replies, mozzarella sticks for sure, and spinach artichoke dip is a classic. Mike Ingram's like, giant pretzels. Ingram comments, giant pretzels are risky, but worth it when they hit. I like them with the cheese sauce and the stone ground mustard. That's some, yes. Those are apps that I have bought that were worth money. We already did that one. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Friend of the show, Katie. You guys remember Katie from the Blind Pig? Anyway, Katie posts sarcasm and kisses, who are reposting Adam Sirius @Brow Tweetin'. Says, date. I'm from a broken home. Bob the Builder bites lip. How broken? I believe that is the last of it, except for my post with the most.
Here we go. We're on to my post with the most, which was actually my post that got the most this week.
Oh.
Yeah, no, twist. It's a picture of a doctor, and he's holding a model of a spine, and he's pointing at something, at a vertebrae, and he's talking to a man who's sitting there, and a young man who's sitting there in a plaid shirt. And the doctor says, this is your spine. And me, what the fuck? Put it back. And that was my silly little post with the most. TD, what'd you have this week?
My post with the most is eerily similar to something Eric just posted a moment ago.
Freaking topical. It's creepy.
I know. Here we go. Back to more duck talk.
Darn it.
I'm stretching as much as I can, bro.
No, you're doing great.
Thank you.
What What should I be doing?
Nothing. All right.
Oh,
I posted this. This actually was my post with the most this week as well. My post with the most likes and stuff. And I just said, it looks like he's going to duck you up. And it says, the odds of being murdered in your own home by psychopathic waterfowl are low, but never zero. And there's this pissed off young duck kind of chilling around the corner of the wall there, just staring at you like, motherfucker, I wish you would. I'm going to get your ass.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right.
That is my post with the most this week. Guys, more.
Well
There you
done. My post with the most is this one that I captioned Cowabunga because it is a longboard. And I know, Michael, you're a fan. This longboard actually has a child's like stroller built onto the front of it. And we see in the second panel a picture of mom, and she's got her kid, you know, in the stroller, and she's just kicking along in this killer skateboard stroller dealio, looking very cool. And then in the next shot, we see a guy, third panel, like side shot, fourth panel, he's doing an ollie.
Kickflip. He's doing a kickflip.
Dude,
Yeah.
Kickflip.
Oh no! Because my favorite comment on that was, I was like, well, to be fair, the kid's name is Ollie.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not that good. Guys, we did it. I believe that fully and wholly constitutes a legally obligated episode of Facebook for the Blind for May 16th, 2023. We love you. Mwah.
Love you, George.
Recording stopped.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.